Lexi, come on in.
Hello.
How has this past week been for you?
It was okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay as it has been, I guess.
So kind of the same as last time I saw you.
Pretty much, yeah.
Were you able to work on the homework assignment that I had given you last week?
Yeah, I did some work on it.
Okay.
Did some reflection and all that.
How was that for you?
It was okay. I don't know. I find that things like that used to help me a lot more than they do now.
Okay.
Especially when I feel like it's something I kind of have to do.
Right. So the fact that it was a homework assignment probably made you less apt to want to do it, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And so were you able to, because last time we talked a lot about how your thoughts influence how you're feeling, which influence how you behave, and just kind of trying to be aware of those negative thoughts that you might be having.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you've been having a lot of self-doubt, thoughts of self-doubt, and negative thoughts about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were hoping to work on that. So do you remember, like, specifically anything that you had written down at all?
Well,
or any moments that
I did write that I kind of feel like I'm very detached from everything lately.
Okay.
Like, I don't really, like, when I go to school, I don't really feel like I'm there fully.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just see people walking by, and, like, I don't look at them, they don't look at me, and I'm not a part of them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kind of floating around.
And is that with all your friends, your teachers?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything in particular that might have happened where you can remember really feeling that way?
I don't know, I haven't really been experiencing much anything. Like, I used to be really sad, but now I'm just kind of just kind of there.
Okay.
And I know, like, I was in world studies class
Mm-hmm.
the other day, and we were talking about something that I was really interested in, and it was something I would definitely have ordinarily wanted to be really involved in.
Okay.
But I sat there and I listened and said nothing, and I didn't retain any of it.
Okay. And that's not typical for you,
Not
like you
usually.
said. So how have you been doing in school?
Not great.
Okay.
I go to school and have my attendance, but I don't really do much.
So you don't feel as interested in what you're learning about, or and you're not, like you said, you're even with your friends, you don't feel connected with them really anymore.
Not really.
So then, do you remember when this all started?
I guess I would have to say, like, 6 months ago or so.
Okay.
I don't know, I started just feeling different.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of tired all the time. Not interested in things as much as I used to have been. My boyfriend and I broke up.
Okay, that's probably like a big event that could have helped set it off.
My parents don't really get along anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of stopped caring about things and myself, I guess.
Okay. Well, those are all really difficult things that you're going through, and I think that's normal to feel that way when you're experiencing, trouble watching your parents argue a lot, or like trouble with your own relationship. Then what about any thoughts that you have about yourself during this time, or feelings that you were experiencing? I know you're mentioning that right now you feel pretty just blah, as you described it, but do you remember a time when you were feeling maybe like sadness or?
Well, yeah, I don't know. It's almost, I feel like I'm wasting time constantly, no matter what I'm doing. And, like, nothing I do is productive. And I don't really have value.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like I just worthless almost.
Okay. So you feel worthless and you don't have value and you're not being productive. And when you have those thoughts about yourself, is it fair to say in response to that you just continue to maybe not focus on your schoolwork because you feel there's no point, or you don't because you feel that you don't have any value? Do you feel that others might feel the same way about you? Okay. So in thinking that, how do you think your behavior is affected by that?
Well, I guess it's just made me less enjoyable to be around.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't do much anymore. I don't talk much anymore. So I imagine the reason I'm lonely has a lot to do with being alone, because people don't want to be around me.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not really providing much anymore.
Okay.
So I've been smoking pot to kind of get that social aspect of my life back.
So being with your friends and doing that kind of helps you be less isolated?
Yeah, and I don't know, it makes me feel like I can be more social again.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of makes me forget about things going on, so.
Okay.
I like it.
And so you find that it's a helpful coping mechanism? Have you gotten in trouble before with that? By your parents? Or?
Yeah, my parents definitely don't like it.
Okay.
We've gotten in a lot of fights about it.
Okay. So you probably would, it sounds like you want to continue doing that, but hopefully reduce some conflict that surrounds it. It would be great to come up with some other coping mechanisms that are legal and healthy. And, I'm not going to tell you that you have to stop smoking, of course, or I'm not going to, anything that you tell me is kept in confidence, and I won't be telling your parents unless I thought you were in danger. But in the future, it might be helpful to think about other ways to reduce your stress so that you can also reduce conflict, with your parents, or even if you, I know you had mentioned in the last session that you were in trouble with the principal at school because of something that occurred with that. So trying to reduce conflict I think would be really beneficial for you. Is that something you would be interested in thinking about in the future and finding other?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really know where to go from here, to make things better.
Well, I think it would be one step at a time, and I think, right now it sounds like a lot of the thoughts that you're having, those negative thoughts, are really affecting how you're feeling, and in turn, because of that, you're isolating yourself from your friends, your family, and, your schoolwork is being affected, and it sounds like most aspects of your life are being negatively affected because of how you feel about yourself and the thoughts that you have about yourself. So I'd like you to continue for the next week to keep a thought log, if possible. I know you worked on it a little bit last week, but maybe put a little bit be a little bit more mindful about that and about negative thoughts that you're having. In certain situations, when you're in school and you feel isolated, or are there any thoughts that you're having about yourself? I know you mentioned that you feel you don't have value. Do those thoughts come to your mind frequently? So just kind of mark those down when it happens, and then we can hopefully in the future just try to rephrase those thoughts into more positive ones, so you can have more positive self-views. And hopefully, in turn, that'll help how you're feeling and how you're behaving. Does that sound okay with you?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're definitely going to try to work on challenging those negative thoughts. But today I would like to work on giving you a skill that you could use in the future to combat those thoughts that you're having.
Okay.
Is that something you'd be interested in doing?
Yeah.
Okay. And So with this exercise, I hope it'll help to empower you and help you to feel more confident and then just comfortable with your own feelings and to be mindful of those and just accepting of how you're feeling. Because sometimes it's okay to feel sad or to, feel like in the moment maybe you do feel really alone. And that's okay, just to be able to sit there with those thoughts and accept them for how they are and not let them to affect you in other ways. So hopefully that'll help with that as well. So I'm just going to ask you to sit comfortably. And you, with your arms resting on your lap, and you're going to close your eyes and concentrate on my voice. Okay, so close your eyes. Now, when you hear repeat after me, you may repeat the phrase aloud or silently. And just please keep your eyes closed. Okay, so take a deep breath. And exhale for 5 slow counts. So we'll take another deep breath. And exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Repeat after me. I am strong.
I am strong.
I am confident.
I am confident.
I will speak my mind calmly and respect others while doing so.
I will speak my mind calmly and respect others while doing so.
I am mentally powerful.
I am mentally powerful.
Please give me time and space to organize my thoughts.
Please give me time and space to organize my thoughts.
I will prevail.
I will prevail.
Now take another deep breath and exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay. Now repeat after me again. I am strong.
I am strong.
I am confident.
I am confident.
I will speak my mind calmly and respect others while doing so.
I will speak my mind calmly and respect others while doing so.
I am mentally powerful.
I am mentally powerful.
Please give me time and space to organize my thoughts.
Please give me time and space to organize my thoughts.
I will prevail.
I will prevail.
Take a deep breath and exhale at your own pace. And now relax your body. So you can open your eyes. How did that feel? Was it kind of
pretty good?
What was your thoughts on it?
It felt pretty empowering.
Okay.
Honestly.
Okay.
Kind of just felt like my entire spirit had been lifted.
Okay. That's actually really great to hear. And a great thing about this exercise, which I think is helpful for, I think it has been helpful for a lot of the clients that I've worked with, but you can change some of these words to match your needs and, what you hope to gain from therapy, what your goals are for yourself. You can change that. So that's something you can also think about throughout the week. And when you heard the words strong and confident, how did you feel?
At first, I didn't really feel like it resonated with me because I'm not strong and confident, but the more I said it, the more real it felt.
Okay.
The more I could see myself kind of being strong and confident and kind of feel it.
Okay. Yeah, and that's exactly what, I would hope for you to gain from this exercise is that, it's hard to always feel that way about yourself, but the more you tell yourself these positive and empowering words and thoughts, you will start to believe them, and that's what I really hope we'll be able to obtain in this, through our therapy sessions to follow. When you were saying those words, were there any situations that came to mind at all, or anything that you thought about in particular?
I feel like at the end when it says give me the time and space to, what was it?
To organize your thoughts.
I feel like I have issues with my mother in particular with that. I don't know. I feel like she's extremely forceful. She's a very strong, confident woman. And the idea that I don't really know what's going on in my own head, and sometimes I lash out at her.
Yeah.
It makes it more difficult for me than it already is.
Yeah.
So my mom and I fight a lot, for sure, because I do feel like I don't have the space I need
Yeah.
from her or the understanding.
Okay. And this is a great thing to, even in moments of conflict with her, just to kind of take a few deep breaths and say that to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully it'll give you the ability to kind of move forward with her and have a less stressful, intense conversation, or even, sticking up for yourself in situations like that and saying, I will speak my mind calmly and respect you, but I need time and space to organize my thoughts. And it's okay to say that. And, then you can always walk away and take time to reflect. And that's really good to do that for yourself.
Right.
And so just in overall, what feelings or insight do you think you gained from this exercise?
I think I've kind of gained a little bit of strength that I needed to kind of take my first step towards getting better and feeling better. Because that, for me, it was just like that first step seemed like so difficult, and that picking up my foot to move, it's just so heavy. But I feel good right now.
Yeah.
And I think I can feel good again tomorrow, and then the next day maybe feel a little better.
Okay. Yeah. I really like that, your positive outlook on that, and practice makes perfect. We're going to keep working on that, and I would like you to try to take that exercise. I can make a photocopy of it for you, and you can work on that maybe once a day. Try excuse me, doing that exercise, and you can just reflect on it, mentally, or you can write something down. You don't have to, but just think about it and say those phrases or whatever other phrases that you feel might apply to you, and just repeat those to yourself. And we can talk about your experience next week. And again, just continue to try to monitor and self-regulate any internal negative thoughts that you're having about yourself by writing those down. And we can review those next week as well, and just continue to work on exercises that can help, increase your self-worth and just allow you to say some positive affirmations about yourself. Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so
sounds good.
I look forward to next week.
Me too. Thank you so much, Jamie.
Thank you, Lexi.